Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do a coffee taste test with this Keurig K-Cafe. I'm going to taste test Amazon's 4 top best-selling K-Cups. So Amazon's got these, if you look into they got their best-selling. So the Donut Shop is number 1, number 2 is the Starbucks, number 3 is the McDonald's, number 4 is the Starbucks again, but if you go down to the next K-Cup, it's Peets. Peets Coffee. So here I've got them arranged. Donut Shop's number 1, Breakfast Blend, McDonald's, and Peet's Coffee. So we're going to do a taste test. I'm going to use the Keurig K-Cafe. We're going to use the coffee function. So the coffee side. Normally I'm doing lattes and stuff and we're using the frother, but I just want to do coffee. And you can also use these all for your espresso shots. When you do lattes, these would all make really good espresso shots, and I'll kind of tell you how they taste and how they taste different. So let me start off by saying I am no coffee expert. I'm new to coffee. Probably 3 or 4 years ago is when I started drinking coffee. But I've been drinking a lot of coffee over the last 6 months to a year, and I'll just let you some honest opinions of what I think it is, of how it tastes. And let me start off with my Keurig machine. Like most Keurig machines, it's got, so coffee, you can do a strong brew, 6, 8, 10, and 12. I do my coffee K-Cups. When I want just a cup of coffee, I do the 8 ounce. Now some people may like the 6 ounce. That's pretty strong to me. The 10 ounce seems a little weak. So all of my taste tests will be on the 8 ounce. The strong brew with a Keurig machine, I honestly don't notice much difference. It brews it at the same temperature. It's just about between 20 and 30 seconds longer. It's kind of a slower brew, but these things already brew really quick anyway. So I'll be doing all mine just coffee, 8 ounce. And then I'm going to open up each K-Cup. After I'm done brewing, I'm going to show you the coffee grounds inside of each one. If you're familiar with my web channel, I always like to cut open the K-Cups. They're just really interesting to me on the inside. And again, when we're all done, check out my video. I recycle my K-Cups, and I got a video on how you can recycle your K-Cups. Okay, let's start off with the Donut Shop. Let's put it in. Coffee. Okay. All right, so the Donut Shop's done. I'll be stirring each one of these before I taste test them. So I'm just gonna smell it. Smells like a really good cup of coffee. It smells good, like good coffee. Now these are really hot, and I don't get necessarily the best taste, but okay. So that does taste like a dark roast. I mean, I don't necessarily know what a dark roast tastes like, but that tastes like a pretty dark coffee. Okay, so we're gonna cut this one open in a minute. We're gonna put it right there. Let's do the breakfast blend. Now I'm gonna do a rinse. I don't want any of the other flavor coming through, so I'm gonna do a quick rinse. I'm just gonna do a coffee and a 6 ounce of just a plain water. So in between each, I'm not gonna show you each one, so I'm gonna do a rinse. I don't want any of that coffee influencing this coffee taste. Not that it would be a whole lot, but. Okay, so let's put the Starbucks breakfast blend in. Again, coffee, 8 ounce K-button. Okay. Now the breakfast blend claims to be a sweet orange and brown sugar medium roast. So let's just compare the first two. Okay, really hard. Yeah, they look the same. I smell it. Yeah, maybe just a hint of like a sweet smell to it, but it still smells like a pretty strong coffee. Okay, I do sort of taste the sweet orange and brown sugar maybe a little bit. So that it doesn't have quite the full body flavor of a coffee. Okay, so we're gonna save this K-Cup. We're gonna put it right here. Okay, I've done my rinse. Now I'm gonna do the McDonald's. Glass. We're gonna do coffee, 8 ounce. Okay. Now the McDonald's comes in about 3 or 4 flavors. This is their premium roast. Okay, the McDonald's is done. Okay, so let's compare it with the previous one. Don't notice any noticeably. Let me smell it. Smells like like a pretty standard coffee. Now, to me, McDonald's it's kind of tastes like a strong coffee, and more of maybe I don't dare say a plain, maybe just kind of a plain type of coffee. So let's go on to the fourth one. Now, I'd never heard of Peets coffee until I looked on Amazon. And this is Major Dickinson's blend. So we're going to take this one out. We're going to put it, we've got 3 now. And I'm going to do a rinse first, and then I'll put that one in. Okay, I've done my rinse. We're going to do Peets. We're going to do coffee, 8 ounce K. Oops, make sure you got your coffee cup right there. Let me smell it. It actually smells like a good coffee. It smells good. Let me taste. Now, Peets has got a different taste to it to me. Now, I like it. It just tastes a little different. I'm not sure how to describe it. They describe it as a rich, complex, full-bodied, but it might taste a little darker or just maybe a little richer, like a fuller coffee maybe. But it definitely tastes a little different. Let's take Peets out. I'm going to cut these open in a minute. Okay, so here we have all 4 K-Cups, all 4 blends. Now, right now, if I'm going to give it a taste test, I do think the Donut Shop, maybe it's just a little smoother. Maybe that was it. I was hoping the Starbucks would be a little better. You know, the McDonald's kind of tasted like the fourth to me. I'd have to say Donut Shop, Starbucks, Peets, and McDonald's. But I will say all 4 of these are really good coffees, and they make great espresso shots. So if I wanted a really dark espresso shot, I would probably use Peets. But I think the breakfast blend I've had breakfast blend K-Cups for espresso shots and donut shops, and these two taste really good for espresso shots in my lattes with the Keurig K-Cafe. Okay, so I'm going to cut each one open. I find it's better to cut the bottom. You know, the bottoms all look the same, nothing. And then I'm going to cut the top off, and I'll lay it all out. Okay, so it is worth noting on the Donut Shop, it's just a standard filter on the bottom. I've noticed on Starbucks, they've got this extra plastic thing. It's on the bottom. And I'm not sure why. You know, I just don't know enough about K-Cups, but they do have that extra thing on the bottom. McDonald's, just standard. Well, you know, McDonald's. I might have cut it off a little farther, but it looks like it had less coffee in it. Now, Peets, it also has the Starbucks, this exact same thing. Just not sure what that's for. Now, let's cut the top open. So here's the Donut Shop. These all have 2 tablespoons of coffee in them. That looks pretty standard. Let's look at the breakfast blend. That's pretty standard. You know, even though that's Starbucks and they're all made by Keurig. Let's do the McDonald's one. Yeah, I don't anticipate differences in like the foil or the filter. I think you're only going to find differences in the actual coffee grounds, because these are all made by Keurig. So I'm noticing that, yeah, the McDonald's is definitely a lighter color so far. Let's do the Peets. Okay, here's the Peets. So the Peets felt the fullest. The Peets felt the most compact, if that means anything. Like they really had it compacted in there. Again, all the K-Cups look to be standard, and except for that disc at the bottom. So now let's look at the coffee grounds. So what I'm seeing, first impression, so the McDonald's is a really light brown, which we kind of knew that. It says a medium roast. The Peets is definitely the darkest. Okay, so I just smelled them. The breakfast, this one did smell a little sweet. Again, the Donut Shop did smell the best. This one smelled the strongest, and this one had kind of the weakest smell. I don't see much difference. This might be, the Peets might be a little finer. Maybe not as fine, but I'm sure they're using the same grinder. I would think so. So definitely the darkest, second darkest, third, fourth. Okay, everybody, thanks for watching. I'm not sure what more I can talk about these. I've gone into great detail, I hope. Again, the Donut Shop, you know, the Donut Shop did taste pretty good, followed by the breakfast blend. And then I might say the Peets, just because it kind of tasted a little different. And then McDonald's is fourth. These are all 4 great coffees. Let me know how you think about this video. I've got some more Keurig K-Cups. I'm also going to, I've got this Death Wish. I'm actually having pretty good results with this Death Wish, so I'm gonna do some taste tests with it. And if you got any questions or certain K-Cups you want me to try, please let me know in the comments. And thanks everybody for watching. If you could, please like and subscribe.